I, Bansi Dhameja, welcome you. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita is the holy book that teaches us how to lead a peaceful, happy, meaningful, and spiritual life without renouncing this world. In the first chapter, Arjun Vishad Yog, we have seen that when Arjun saw all his kinsmen, friends, relatives, gurus on both sides in the battlefield, he was overwhelmed with emotions and he declined to fight. In the second chapter, Sankhya Yoga, Lord Krishna explains the basic difference between the destructible body and the eternal soul. He also explains what is Karam Yoga, Janana Yoga, Sankhya Yoga and Buddhi Yoga. Now we proceed to third chapter.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः कर्मयोगः। अर्जुन उवाच ध्यायसि चेत् कर्मणस्ते मदा बुद्धिर्जनार्दन तत्किं कर्मणि घोरे मां नियोजयसि केशव। व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसीव मे तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहमाप्नुयाम्।
Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 3, Karam Yoga. Arjun said, O Janardan, if you consider Gyan, knowledge, superior to Karam, action, O Keshav, why you are pushing me into war? You have confused my mind by giving mixed advice. Kindly, decisively tell what is the best path for me to follow.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Lokesmin Dvitha Nishtha Pura Prokta Maya Nakha Jnana Yogena Samkhyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam Na Karmanam Anarambhat Naishkarmyam Purushosnute न च संन्यसनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति न हि कश्चित् क्षणमपि जादुतिष्ठत्य कर्मकृत् कार्यते ह्यवशः कर्म सर्वप्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः।
Shri Bhagavan said, O Nishpap Arjun, I have told earlier also two ways to attain self-realization. One, Gyan Marg, path of knowledge for Gyanis, intellectuals, and the other, Nishkam Karam Marg, path of selfless actions for Karam Yogis. By abstaining from action, one cannot free himself from karmic reactions. Without action, one cannot attain a state of self-realization. One cannot get knowledge by abstaining from action. Even selfless action none can do without action. One cannot remain inactive even for a moment because, compelled by the characteristics of nature, one has to be engaged in some action all the time.
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते। यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते।
The one who outwardly controls his senses but keeps thinking about pleasures associated with them is a hypocrite or a fool. Shri Krishna said, O Arjun, the one who controls his senses with his mind remains unattached and follows the path of Nishkam Karam Yoga is superior.
Niyadam kuru karmatvam कर्मज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः शरीरयात्रापि च ते न प्रसिद्ध्येद कर्मणः यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर सह यज्ञा प्रजा सृष्ट्वा पुरोवाच प्रजापतिः अनेन प्रसविष्यध्वम् एषवोऽस्त्विष्टकामधुक्.
You should therefore do what you are supposed to do, as action is better than inaction. Your own bodily functions also cannot go on without actions. Whenever anything is done, should be done thinking it to be sacrifice to the Supreme, otherwise actions will remain as a cause of bondage in this material world. Therefore, O Kunti Putra, keep doing your duties, remaining detached from the bondage of karmas, and do your duty without any desire connected with the results. In the beginning, Brahma created this world with yajna dedicated to God as a sacrifice to the Supreme, created mankind and said, "You all will get comforts and prosperity with this yajna. You will be able to fulfill all your desires performing such yajna. Whenever anything is done, should be done thinking it to be sacrifice to the Supreme, otherwise actions will remain as a cause of bondage in this material world. Therefore, O Kunti Putra, keep doing your duties, remaining detached from the bondage of karmas, and do your duty without any desire connected with the results. In the beginning, Brahma created this world with yajna dedicated to God as a sacrifice to the Supreme, created mankind and said, "You all will get comforts and prosperity with this yajna. You will be able to fulfill all your desires performing such yajna."
देवान् भावयतानेन ते देवा भावयन्तु वः परस्परं भावयन्त श्रेयः परमवाप्स्यथ इष्टान् भोगान् हि वो देवा दास्यन्ते यज्ञभाविताः तैर्दत्तानप्रदायैभ्यो यो भुङ्क्तेस्तेन एव सः यज्ञशिष्टाशिनः सन्त मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषैः भुञ्जते ते त्वखं पापाः ये पचन्त्यात्मकारणात्.
By performing such yajna, you will be able to please Devatas, celestial gods, and you will become worthy of being happy. This way, with sense of selflessness, you and celestial gods will help each other attain the supreme goal. Being pleased with your yajna, gods, deities, will grant your wishes and pleasures, but the one who enjoys without offering to gods will be considered as a thief. Those who consume food after yajna, they become free from the sins, but those who cook food for their bodily growth eat impure food and commit sin.
अन्नाद् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यादन्नसम्भवः यज्ञाद् भवति पर्जन्य यज्ञः कर्म समुद्भवः कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि ब्रह्माक्षरसमुद्भवम् तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्.
Living beings grow from food as all are alive because of food, and food grows due to rain, and rain takes place as a result of yajna. And yajna is the result of prescribed actions, and knowledge of action is from Vedas, which have been received from God.
एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रं नानुवर्तयति हयः अखायुरिन्द्रियाराम मोखं पार्थ स जीवति यस्त्वात्मरतिरेव स्यात् आत्मतृप्तश्च मानवः आत्मन्येव च सन्तुष्ट तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते नैव तस्य कृतेनार्थो नाकृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः.
O Parth, the one who does not do the prescribed karam yajna is leading a sinful life, and the one who lives with sensual pleasures is living a useless life. But away from physical pleasures, who is delighted with the self and is contented within, for him there is nothing to be done. Such a person is not interested in performing or non-performing of any action and does not have slightest self-interest relations with anyone.
तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम् आस्थिता जनगादयः लोकसंग्रहमेवापि सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि.
Therefore, you continue performing your duties without attachment to attain the Supreme. King Janak and others attained highest state of perfection by performing actions of public welfare without attachment. So it is advisable that you should also continue to do your prescribed duties and be an example for the public to follow.
यद्यदाचरति श्रेष्ठ तत्तदेवेतरो जनः स यत्प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकस्थदनुवर्तते न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यं त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन नानवाप्तमवाप्तव्यं वर्त एव च कर्मणि यदि ह्यहं न वर्तेयं जादुकर्मण्यतन्द्रितः मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः.
The common people follow what the prominent persons of the society do. The traditions that are set by such persons, the society follows the same. O Arjun, there is nothing prescribed action for me in the three worlds, nor there is anything worth acquiring which I do not have, but still I am engaged in definite action. Because, O Parth, it will cause a great problem if I do not carefully carry out my actions because people follow my path.
उत्सीदेयुरिमे लोकाः न कुर्यां कर्म चेतहं संकरस्य च कर्ता स्याम् उपहन्यामि मा प्रजाः सक्ता कर्मण्य विद्वांस यथा कुर्वन्ति भारत कुर्याद् विद्वांस्तदा सक्त चिकीर्षुर्लोकसंग्रहम्.
So, if I do not engage myself in actions, these worlds will perish and I will become the cause of such destruction. O Bharat, just as ignorant carry out actions with attachment, the same way the learned carry out actions of public welfare without any sort of attachment.
न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत् अज्ञानां कर्म संगिनां जोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान् युक्तः समाचरन् प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते तत्त्ववित्तु महाबाहो गुणकर्म विभागयोः गुणा गुणेषु वर्तन्ते इति मत्वा न सज्जते.
The learned should neither create confusion in the mind of the ignorant who do every action with desire to achieve something, nor should they motivate them to be away from action, but they should motivate them to act with sense of service. In reality, all actions are performed in all aspects by the modes, gunas of nature, but the egoist, ignorant, thinks all is being done by him. But, O Mahabhav, the one who knows the respective spheres of modes, that is gunas, and their functions, he clearly understands that gunas as senses move among gunas as objects and does not get attached with anything.
प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु तान् कृत्स्नविदो मन्दान् कृत्स्नविन्न विचालयेत् मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
But, O Mahabhav, the one who knows the respective spheres of modes, that is gunas, and their functions, he clearly understands that gunas as senses move among gunas as objects and does not get attached with anything. Those who are influenced by Maya, effect of gunas, get involved in worldly actions with attachment, but the Jnanis, who are free from impact of gunas of nature, should not confuse the ignorant who do not know the truth. O Arjun, therefore dedicating all prescribed actions to me, fight denouncing expectations, attachments and sorrow.
एमे मतमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तो मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः एत्वेदभ्यसूयन्त नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान् चेतसः सदृशं चेष्टते स्वस्य प्रकृतेर्ज्ञानवानपि प्रकृतिं यान्ति भूतानि निग्रहः किं करिष्यति.
Those who with full faith follow my instructions and act are liberated from bondage of result of actions. But those who finding faults do not follow my instructions, know them to be influenced by other knowledge and ignorant and lost. All beings act in accordance with their natural gunas, the wise and the ignorant alike. So it is no use to go against this.
इन्द्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे रागद्वेषौ व्यवस्थितौ तयोर्न वशमागच्छेत् तौ ह्यस्य परिपन्थिनौ श्रेयान् स्वधर्मो विगुण परधर्मा स्वनुष्ठितान् स्वधर्मे निधनं श्रेय परधर्मो भयावहः.
It is a natural process of being sensitized by senses, but it is within one's power to be attached or not to be attached with pleasures of senses. One should not become slave of sensual attraction or aversion, because these create obstacles in path of welfare. Better to do one's own duty, though without merit, rather than doing duty of someone else, because doing others' duty creates fear. Better it would be to die doing one's own duty.
Arjuna uvacha atha kena prayuktoyam papam charadi purushah अनिच्छन्नपि वाष्णेय बलादिव नियोजितः. श्रीभगवानुवाच काम एष क्रोध एष रजोगुणसमुद्भवः महाशनो महापात्मा विद्येनमिह वैरिणम् धूमेनाव्रियते वह्निः यथादर्शो मलेन च यथोल्बेनावृतो गर्भः तथा तेनेदमावृतम्.
Arjun said, O Krishna, who motivates a person to commit sin against his will? Who pushes him to commit sin forcibly? Shri Bhagavan said, desire is the sole reason which is born out of Rajoguna, and when the desire is not fulfilled, it results in anger. The desire and anger both are great sinners and are the insatiable enemies of this world. As a flame gets enveloped with smoke and a mirror with dust and embryo with uterus, the same way wisdom is covered by desires.
आवृतं ज्ञानमेतेन ज्ञानिनो नित्यवैरिणा कामरूपेण कौन्तेय दुष्पूरेणानलेन च इन्द्रियाणि मनो बुद्धि अस्याधिष्ठानमुच्यते एतैर्विमोहयत्येष ज्ञानमावृत्य देहिनम् तस्मात् त्वमिन्द्रियाण्यादौ नियम्य भरतर्षभ पाप्मानं प्रजहिह्येनं ज्ञानविज्ञाननाशनम्.
O Kunti Putra, even the wisdom of a Jnani remains covered with desire, the enemy, and keeps burning in unending fire of desire. Senses, mind and intellect are said to be seat of all desires, and desires attract a person with their influence enveloping his wisdom. Therefore, O Arjun, you first control all your senses and forcibly kill all your great enemies, that is desire.
इन्द्रियाणि पराण्याहुः इन्द्रियेभ्यः परं मनः मनसस्तु परा बुद्धिः यो बुद्धे परतस्तु सः एवं बुद्धे परं बुद्ध्वा संस्तभ्यात्मानमात्मना जहि शत्रुं महाबाहो कामरूपं दुरासदम्. ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे कर्मयोगो नाम तृतीयोऽध्यायः.
O Arjun, senses are superior to the body. Superior to the senses is mind, and superior to the mind is intellect, and Atma is superior to the intellect. O Mahabhava, consider yourself self, that's Atma, superior to the mind and intellect. Stabilize your wisdom and kill the enemies in the form of desire, an enemy most difficult to conquer. Om Tat Sat, thus in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, the science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, dialogue between Shri Krishna and Arjun, the chapter 3 named Karam Yoga is over.